Tara and Andy's film reviews on OurGamers.co.uk.
Hi Andy.
Hello Tara.
Welcome back to another film review / movie review. Same thing. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Okay. So this time we're going to be talking about The Great Wall. If you don't know what it is, where have you been? I don't even know, what's going on. Okay, so this film's classified 12A. I'm sure that's right? No, it is right, yeah. The director... For a moment I doubted myself. I do that a lot. I should stop doubting myself. New Year's resolution. Bit late, but hey. The director is Yimou Zhang, starring Matt Damon, Tian, Jing, Willem, Defoe. Oh yeah, he popped up suddenly. That was unexpected.
Yeah.
And Pedro Pascal as well. Genre, action, adventure, fantasy, tick, tick, tick. And the running time is 1 hour and 43 minutes. Which wasn't bad, actually.
No,
it was alright.
not bad for an action film.
No, it was okay. Synopsis. European mercenaries searching for black powder become embroiled in the defence of the Great Wall of China against a horde of monstrous creatures.
Is that some sort of makeup or something?
Yes. Oh, shush. Okay. They didn't have a fancy word for it back then, calling it gunpowder. It's just black powder. How racist. Anyway. Intro is the first section. It had to have its own section because it was really powerful, I thought. Straight away, atmosphere. Ooh, it had me. And I was absolutely in love with the intro music and shots. So, bam.
Yeah, I've made a note about that as well. The long shots showing the scale.
I know, right?
It was really good.
I don't care how much of this film was CGI or not, it just looked amazing.
Yes.
And it definitely got you straight into it.
As I say, it showed you the scale. It
Yeah.
was there to show you that one thing, just blow you away straight away.
I have to just admit this straight away before I maybe forget to talk about this later, but it's one of those things when I saw it again, it's one of those places I have yet to visit. I would love to see. I don't know about you.
Nah, it's alright, thanks.
Got to drag someone else with me then. No, it's just one of those. It's one of the wonders of the world, isn't it? So it's I really would love to go see
I
it.
would as well, really, honestly.
Oh, good. You can carry me in a backpack.
That's my worry.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get knackered walking along it.
I'll be peeping out the top of it going, ooh, but you can walk it.
You'll be asleep.
I wonder if my Fitbit would count your steps as mine. I'll be like, Andy, you've reached my daily goal. Okay, what's next? Oh, did you have anything else?
Nope.
No, because that's basically the great bit about the intro. Okay, story and script. What have you got?
Straight away there was tension. We're not going too much into detail. They made you curious. They made you threw you straight into the deep end, really.
And that point that you've made, that they made you curious, do you know what? It was also a case of they made me always want to see the next bit and the escalation. Because you knew it was going to get worse every stage.
Oh, yes.
And it was I want to see what happens next and I want to see how they deal with it. So, yeah, I really love that aspect of it. No time wasted getting into story and some really, really good bits. Because, I kind of wondered when it would... All the bits that you see in the trailer, which are really, really cool bits, I was wondering how much would be the lead up to kind of, getting to the main aspect of the film. And they really didn't waste time, which I thought was great.
Yeah, I've got a similar note saying liking the initial build up.
Yeah.
And as I say with the intention, intriguing.
Oh, there you go.
That's what I meant.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
With making me intrigued right from the start.
Yeah,
and throughout. There was good pace, and the story kept me totally intrigued, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, even though you couldn't find the word at first.
Yeah, there were a few funny moments.
Yeah,
I remember giggling or smiling at some of the lines.
Yeah.
There
was more comedy in it than I expected.
Yes,
and it's not a comedy, but the bits thrown in here and there, it was just, it fits so well.
Yeah,
as a quick
relief. I was going to say, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
it's not out of place too much. It seems like something that someone may say.
It just made complete sense. I wrote, ooh, makes me nervous at times. I don't know, some of with the action scenes and stuff, and how it escalated, it did make me really nervous. I was really worried for certain characters. And I kept waving goodbye thinking, that's it. I won't see you in the next scene. But I wasn't always correct, so that was a nice surprise.
Yes, you did actually. I remember that.
Yeah,
now.
I kept waving. I was like, I'm right this time.
I was quite happy you were wrong that time.
I'm wrong. Had me from start to finish, definitely.
That's a sign of a good film.
Because she's easily distracted. And I get bored very easily as well, which you definitely know. So no, it had me from start to finish, so that's a good sign.
I'll agree, actually. Yeah, I can't think of being distracted or anything during the film. I don't think my thoughts were anywhere but on the film. It did have me.
Yeah, sometimes I think of like a shopping list.
I think you've just helped my score go up a little bit to
that
number.
I'm so happy. I knew it because it's like, it needs it. There's a bit more justice for this film because there are certain people that haven't even seen it yet and they're like, it's just hype. Oh, it's not that good. I'm not looking forward to it. I can't see the point. And it's like, until you see it, don't you dare judge it and don't you say another word. Like, that's how I feel.
Yes.
Until you say... Because the thing is, we kind of thought the same. We kind of thought it's going to be a visually amazing film, because that's what you expect, but the story's going to be a bit meh. And the story actually surprised me, because it still had me intrigued. I still couldn't wait to see the next bit. There were... I think I've got it here somewhere. Wasn't actually that bad of a story. Little predictable here and there, but at the same time, it wasn't always predictable, so there were bits that I didn't kind of see were going to happen, and how it developed. So... Again, not completely predictable.
No.
And my other last note, which we've kind of touched, is funny at times script. That was it. That is it for my story and script. Have you got anything else?
Nope.
All good. Music and soundtrack. Another massively strong element of this film.
It really was. It really was. It was fitting and like throughout.
It
was
stood
powerful
out.
when it needed to be.
It
was emotional when it needed to be. And I got a feeling that we both made a note, because I remember us both scribbling the vocals.
Yeah, chilling.
Yes.
and atmospheric. And the music was the first thing that got me in this film, and it was the first note that I made. And I made a note about the music and the soundtrack quite a few times, and obviously it's very cultural. You've got the language, the sound, the instruments. I mean, obviously you need it, but I just absolutely loved it. I was totally transported to that time and place, and I think it was just very totally atmospheric music. Like, the scene really sort of was more due to the music.
Yeah, it really benefited from it.
Yeah, exactly. Anything else about music? I love the drum rhythm bits. They were so fancy. Why just have someone swing a stick? Like, they freaking danced with their sticks in unison and did some fancy schmancy stuff. And I was like,
that was only to warn towers, wasn't it? That was only to warn the next tower they're going to be doing this.
I love that. Like, I love the whole aspect of it. I loved that it was like, it's a wonder of the world. Obviously, we're back in time, and they've just developed this whole legend around it. And it's like, it's not what you always thought it was all about. Like, they didn't build the wall just for this reason. There's a whole nother reason. I love it. I love that whole thing. I love that fantasy. You got me straight away. I'm going to love the film.
They did it justice as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like, it makes you kind of wish, in a way, like that was real back in the... Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Like, the real world's too boring. I love a bit of fantasy. So, like, Narnia is real, all that sort of stuff. Neverland.
It's the Thomas Israel, isn't he?
Yeah. So that's me. Stick me in any sort of fantasy world, I'll be a happy bunny. Where was I going to go with this? I've totally lost where I was going with this. Oh, the fancy schmancy rhythm. Yeah, exactly.
Fancy schmancy. Is that what she got written down?
Yeah. The thing is, like, I thought to myself, that looks like fun. I really want to do that. And then I thought, silly me, I kind of have. There was, like, in our local area, there's like a kudasai event every few years, and they let you take that. They teach you all these different parts of, like, the martial arts and the background and the history and this aspect and that aspect. And one section was a class to do the rhythm of the drums and stuff. So you have that big drum there, and you got your sticks, and you have to do. It's like you're doing sort of martial artsy movements while you're banging the drum, and you've got all the different rhythms. And I sat there, I was like, no wonder I'm enjoying this bit so much. I've actually done it, and it's so much fun. So try it out if you haven't. It is a lot. Andy, we need to get some drums and some sticks. I'm sure that's easy. We can do that.
I'll see what I can do. How long do you think
I'll make our theme tune out of it. But yeah, so I loved that part of it. And again, just the cultural music and song and language. Really liked. I think that's it. Cool. Shots, CGI, 3D, and obviously that little bit about the IMAX screening that we went to. Mm-hmm. So if you have an IMAX screen near you, please do go. Highly recommended. What have you got for that section?
First note, actually, great use of darkness. Really is.
Open your eyelids.
The shots. There's a couple of scenes with darkness and not being able to see even technically whiteness in like fog and stuff.
I know what you mean.
They've done some really good use
good. That was
of the
eerie
shots
as well
with that. It really was. Yeah, so darkness and lightness where you can't see everything. They've done a great job. It was very impressive.
Sorry, I just wanted to blow it all away. It really bugged me. I was like, just let them see.
Let them
see. They need to see. Someone get a big fan.
I'm going to make a note on the shots. They did not switch and cut shots stupidly amount of times during action. The shots were done so well in this film. Some films you get action shots where they just go like 9 different shots just to see someone do a punch. I'm not Underworld films. I'm looking at you. And this film done it really well. They cannot argue about the shots. It was very impressive.
Yeah, no, I have to completely agree. I wrote again so many really cool shots, whether it was establishing shots, action shots, point of view shots, the scale. It was all amazing, all really well balanced, all put in a nice like sequential sequence.
Oh, one of those sequential sequences, eh? Yes. Heard about those.
You know what I mean, though. No, that it was all really good, and I think it's one of those things because of like the team that were involved creating this film. It, again, like you know their background and their passion, and it has to all be unified and visually stunning and balanced, and they did a really good job. So, and again, I wrote here, CGI or not, still epic, which is something I said earlier on. All those extras, you lucky extras, and your amazing costumes, well gel, which means that I'm slightly jealous, in case you don't know what that means. If you're not from Essex, then obviously you won't know. Well gel, man.
I don't even know what that meant. You had to explain it to me. I'm too old though, aren't I? Before you say it.
Yeah, I'm being good this time. I'm being very good. Oh wow, those creatures, Andy.
Impressive. I've got impressive monsters and variants. They've done all right with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard nowadays.
The difference. Yeah, I like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's hard to come up with something that's a bit different.
It's at all not what I expected. Is that a right sentence? It's not at all what I expected.
That's more like it.
Because that's what I liked, because I was worried that in the trailers and in the posters they would give it away, and then in the posters they did it in such a way that they kind of blurred it out so you can't see the detail, you don't know exactly. Because I had it in my head, you know, like the typical sort of Chinese lion sort of look. Like I thought they were going to look like that, and they didn't.
Good. Glad you're happy.
It was all a surprise.
So we're happy with the CGI and the monsters.
Yep, CGI is fantastic. Lovely creature design. Anything else?
Yeah, I've only mentioned shots on CGI. The 3D was done really well. There was actually a part where I flinched, I think. Like I might have blinked or something, or like dodged slightly.
That is Andy's flinching. It's just like a blink, like that nearly had
something
me.
happened.
It's happening.
No, it was a bow. There's an arrow. There's a bow flying at the screen. There was an arrow flying at the screen and stuff. And normally 3D doesn't faze me, but the 3D in this was done really well. The depth was great.
I'm surprised I didn't fly out my seat, to be quite honest.
I must admit that. Pardon? Yes. We did see it in IMAX, as you mentioned, and it was very impressive. The long shots, the sweeping shots, the sights, the smaller shots where it's like the battle scene going on where you're close up and in the darkness and stuff. It was all really well done. Like
the story unfolding in the bits where you could kind of recover from the action, that was all fun, and I loved that. But I always was so excited for the action scenes because I knew that the shots would get really interesting. Like, especially because I think they had it in the trailer anyway, which got me really excited. When you've got those abseiling sections, or the arrow, and the 3D, or a bow, if you saw a bow flying. I think that's just you, Andy. But yeah, so what have I got here? Sound and image were amazing in IMAX. Definitely recommend 3D. If you can't do IMAX, it's fine, but do see this film if you can in 3D. I think a lot of it will just be lost and a waste. Like, do invest in the 3D, because trust me, it will look stunning. Like, it really will. So 3D for sure. Visuals are stunning. And a little note on our director here, Yimou Zhang. He did House of Flying Daggers. So there you go. Obviously, what you expect for this sort of film is to be visually stunning and exciting in that way. So, that's what you expect. Costume and set design, Andy, you ready for that one? You ready?
Maybe not.
Do you know what? I didn't actually write this as a note, but every single time, I think it was in the trailer as well. You know when it's like, I think the 3 or 4 guys walking together in their different colours, I almost wanted to be like, oh, it's Power Rangers back in China and back in that dynasty. Obviously not. Colours and costumes are amazing.
They really are. There's enough variance in them, not just in colour, to make them actually appealing to anything. You know, like they all fit their roles. They're all different. They're all intriguing and interesting.
I loved it.
The style was great for them. They've done a really good job with those.
Especially where everything else is so muted in colour. Just having these punchy, shiny, gorgeous costumes and flags and accessories and anything that kind of belongs to that. So it added to like it being so visually stunning, that whole aspect of it. It was very aesthetically pleasing and satisfying. I was a very happy bunny watching this. just any time with that sort of stuff. I just loved seeing it all the colours. Set design, is that in this one? It is this one. Yeah, yep. Love the costumes. Cosplay, potentially. Some inspirations there. Commander Lin.
Why are you doing this voice for cosplay?
I don't know, just...
Cosplay.
I kept thinking, I would love to cosplay.
It's my version of you, sorry.
As Commander Lin. However, she looked amazing,
You'll be able to do the Matt Damon character a bit easier.
Yeah, budget-wise and time-wise right now, I think, yeah, it would be more that sort of thing. But, no, the problem with that is if I were to cosplay as one of those characters in the army, any of them, there's so much detail involved. To do it justice, I would want to make sure I've got enough time and money and like anything I need to create something that amazing.
You should email the company, see if they've got any left over.
I'll be like, please send me some. Just at least the front, so at least I can sort the front out, and I'll just have a cape to cover the back, so it's fine. No one will know. But yeah, so sets and props look amazing as well. I just loved all of it. I loved all of it. Yeah,
but it was believable inside and out.
Yeah.
Not once did I think, that's a bit of an F scene. That doesn't look like the inside of what the wall would look like. And I never once thought that. It was all really well done, all believable.
You really believed you were there.
Someone put time and effort into that.
Yes, definitely. That's one of the notes I've got here, which is that everything is, completely everything is detailed. Nothing is overlooked. Everything's very meticulously done, and as I think passion, you can definitely say there's a lot of that in this film. Everything was considered and dealt with really well. So
I'd agree with that.
Anything else? I don't think so.
Some of the sets might have been huge.
Some of the Matt Damon said in an interview somewhere about the section of wall that they kept, they built the set or whatever, and then it was kind of wrapped around with the green screen, and I think he said it's the largest green screen.
Could possibly
as of
be.
now, at the moment, so...
Yeah, that's believable.
I think that's what he said. So obviously, and the stunts and all that is real, the first few rows of people. That's all real. And then later on, obviously, it becomes CGI. But yeah, obviously with such a grand scale, you can expect some of it to be CGI, but apparently quite a good chunk of it wasn't. So that's quite good.
I got the impression that a lot of it wasn't, yeah.
You want to do it, you want to do it right. Okay, what else have we got? Anything else for that bit? No, me neither. Okay, action and stunts. Take it away.
More than one point during this film, I thought, this looks like it's an anime, or this could be an anime, because of the colours and the costumes and the capes and whatnot. I thought it once, and then I wrote it down again later on. Some of the shots, some of the actual action. I know we're on action now, but yeah, some of the actual action did come across as something out of an anime cartoon or something. When it's a bit far fetched, believable.
Yeah.
But you don't see it often in nowadays films.
No, and not done that well.
No,
it looks a bit like a joke if it's here it kind of fit.
Yes.
I totally see where you're coming from.
It was very impressive. I didn't think any of the action was naff. I didn't turn around and have any complaints about the action at all.
Oh, nice.
Nothing comes to mind, even when I was writing notes and stuff.
That's good. Do you know why, Andy? Because one of the main genres it is action, so at least it ticks that box.
Okay, good. That explains it.
And fantasy. And what was the other one? Adventure? Well, it was definitely an adventure, so... Okay, I wrote slightly martial artsy at times, but not full on kind of film. So it wasn't. It's not a martial arts film. So there's not all that combat between. No, it's not that sort of thing. But there was aspects of it built into other sort of stunts and stuff that you can kind of see, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It looked beautiful. It looked very pretty. Efficient. It's just one of those films. I don't think I blinked that much during this film, which is not very good. It's just one of those films you don't want to blink, you don't want to miss anything because it just all looks so great. So it's efficient and precise, it's very strict, but it's effortlessly organised, which is something sort of that culture's known for anyway, it's very focused, it looks so clean, you need to have a lot of disciplined, I think that's the word I've been looking for. It's very disciplined, but it's good. Yeah, it could have been a hot mess, but it wasn't. So thankfully everyone was very disciplined, which is why it looked good. Especially with all the extras and everyone having to walk the right way in the right place and not bump into each other. So it's a good thing I wasn't there.
Yep.
Knock over, be like, get rid of her. The technique and skill involved was great. And so many stunts and abseiling involved. Again, great camera shots there as well. So taking advantage of that sort of thing. But yeah. So it looked like so much fun. Like you know what? I enjoyed watching the film, but it looked like the kind of film I'd be like, I would have liked to have taken part in that. Give me a drum and a stick and give me a rope and I'll abseil. Happy days. Sorry, loads of paper rustling. I'm trying my... There we go. Discreet. You never knew.
People never know when I turn paper.
I know, I need to start sorting this out differently. Okay. Cast and characters. I don't actually have a lot of notes for this one.
I don't. I've got a couple.
Same.
Crazy huge cast. Obviously all the extras.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed all of the performances from the main cast.
You know what I just realised? I really liked the credits at the end.
Yes.
That art style and getting all the characters there so you could be like the name of that person.
So the list of cast. That's what you liked.
The list of
No,
cast.
it's on the actual cast, just the list. You like the list.
Yeah, the list of them, and you've got like the art of them.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. The picture and like the painting.
Yeah, I know. I was there.
Okay.
Saw him.
I'm not sure. You might have like blinked and missed it.
It wasn't that short. How long do I blink?
Very happy with cast. Funny duo. Matt and Pedro.
Yes.
Brilliant combination.
Yeah, it really was,
I thought like they totally came across as like the best.
Yeah, I enjoyed both the characters.
Yeah. So again, script and delivery from both of them. They were really funny for sure. And I think that's all I've got. So that being said, let's move on. Randoms.
I looked at you.
And I didn't.
Knew you had an O face. Like
a lot of the time.
Oh,
I was really shocked watching
you were.
this.
Yeah, you were on the edge of your seat.
I was.
Yeah, so my random is Tara's O face often.
I really struggled. I don't know if I gripped onto your arm at any point because there was a lot of scenes I really struggled. I mean, you kind of know nothing can really happen, I guess, but at the same time, you're not sure how it's going to go, and it's like, I can't handle this, but I'm not going to stop watching, and I'm not going to blink. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. I definitely enjoyed it for what it is.
Absolutely. I've got, oh my god, blink. And the language and subtitles. So it should be. So obviously you've got Matt Damon, who speaks English.
Matt Damon.
Ta-da! But you've got the Chinese cast, obviously speaking Chinese, their native language, and having the subtitles, which is, I think, what you kind of find in the other films that he's done as well, because it's like House of Flying Daggers. I believe that's all in the original language. Should I say Mandarin? It's not specifically Chinese. You know what I mean. But anyway, so obviously it makes a lot of sense to have it like that, but it could have easily all been done in English as an easy way out, and I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad, it makes a massive difference having your own native languages and that sort of dynamic as well, so I quite like that. And that's it. I'm done with my rates.
What's your score?
Which means I'm done with my random, sorry. It's time for the rate. Okay, so my score obviously is going to be an 8. I thoroughly enjoyed the film, and I think it deserves an 8. I wouldn't go higher. I would definitely not go lower, but I was completely satisfied when I came out, and I would happily go see it again. And I'm really curious about your score because you've knocked it up.
My score was going to be a 6, possibly a 7.
Oh my gosh!
Because it was good for what it was.
You. Okay, carry on.
And it went up quite early on in the talk about it. So yeah, it will be a 7.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Because I think
quite
it deserves
7,
it.
I'd say,
because
as well.
There's a lot of work put into this, I think, and for what it fulfilled its purpose.
If I looked on IMDb now and saw its current score, I would happily give it a few extra numbers on top of my rating just to get it up because it deserves to be higher than it is.
Yeah, it's currently got a 6.3, and I'm literally like, what hater has gone on there, or haters? Because you've got to remember, like, what it's supposed to do and what it's supposed to be there for, I think it ticks the boxes. It's, like I said, it's visually stunning, brilliant cinematography, amazing music, happily would go watch again. And like I said, it's one of the wonders of the world with a bit of legend thrown in as well. It's amazing. So
definitely recommend it.
Yeah, ignore the 6.3. I give it an 8. Andy gives it a 7. It's amazing. Check it out and make sure you see it in 3D. Till next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks to Cineworld Festival Leisure Park Basildon for the best experience around.